Greetings, brothers and sisters. This is Yasha bin Israel, back at you with one good, great special again. Today I got a good friend of mine, brother Henry Williams. Today's show is I named it Brother Henry Williams spill his knowledge, but not a waste. I want y'all to sit back and listen to Brother Henry because Brother Henry be saying a lot of good things that a lot of people don't like. But a lot of that stuff be true. And if it's the truth, then I think that you as an adult need to swallow it. Swallow that red pill and quit trying to feed this man a dose of his own medicine. He took the medicine. He took the pill. Okay, that's how he knows it's a good subscription. That being stated, Brother Henry Williams, unmute your mic, introduce yourself, let my listening audience know who you are. Introduce yourself to them, let them know where they can, see you at. You was telling me about your the dilemma with your YouTube page, but let them know where they can catch you at. Until then, I'll keep you posted. I'll keep you over here where you can drop some stuff where they can see you at. But until then, let them know where they can see you at: Facebook, Instagram, etc. Let them know about yourself, what you got going on, and that type of thing.
So my name is Henry Williams. I'm from
I can't hardly hear you. You got to turn your mic up.
Okay. Can you hear me now?
Very low.
Okay, let me see one thing. What about now?
Very, very, very low.
You got
Let me try it over here. See
yeah.
if I can turn the volume up over here. Speak now. Let me see how you sound.
Hello, how you doing?
Yeah, I got you turned all the way up over here.
Let me see. You got my microphone automatic adjust microphone
Yeah,
volume.
you very low. You so low that we can't even hardly hear you. You
Hello.
might want to try to back out and come back in, maybe. You're exceptionally low.
Hello, can you hear me?
No, not very low.
Oh, I don't know what's wrong. Uh, let me leave out and come back.
There's probably something wrong with your mic.
Let me leave out and come back.
Could you come in from your phone? Oh yeah, yeah. Go out, come back in. That might do it. Yes, we got Brother Henry over here. Brother Henry be dropping a little knowledge. He was kicking some things the other day, and I was like, wow, that man got a head on his shoulders over there. So we're just going to just hold back and let Brother Henry do his spiel today. I invited him over.
Can you hear me now?
Nope, same thing.
Just low, but can you hear
I mean,
me?
it's like so
There's
low it ain't even worth to do a show with because wouldn't nobody. I wouldn't waste my time trying to hear that. It's just so low.
okay. I'm gonna jump on my tablet.
Huh?
I'm gonna jump on.
Okay, here you go. Here we go. Here we go. I found the problem. It was on my
Okay.
end.
Okay. I'm about to say I can't do nothing on my laptop.
Yeah, it was on my end. What happened was in my computer, the actual computer. I had my actual computer turned down.
Okay.
Yeah, not and it wasn't coming from the I was trying to control you from the StreamYard. And I thought about something earlier today. I was doing something and I had my computer turned down, so I turned the computer all the way up. Okay, yeah. So go ahead and introduce yourself to. You're a known individual, but introduce yourself to the people on my audience that may not be familiar with you.
Yes, my name is Henry Williams, and I'm just a traveling man. What I mean by traveling man, I travel to different cities, different states, living life and actually experience different cities out United States of how we deal with each other past color barrier, black, white. I don't look at life as that. I look at life as each individual making its own contribution with morality. I say that with morals and and titles and titles. I say coach. I don't really follow. I'm not a follower. I'm a questioner. I ask questions. That means I go on a quest to find the answer. That's who I am. Some people call me a conspiracy theorist because I ask questions. And throwing a conspiracy theory behind someone is someone who trying to close someone information out. Calling somebody a conspiracy theorist that makes somebody like question that, like, oh, we don't need to follow him because he'll say anything. He's a kook. He's a crazy person for thinking outside the box. And that's why I I debated people on different issues dealing with the Bible, dealing with terminology, culture, because I deal with world geography. I feel like when you understanding the geography people live in, the landmass, and when you understand the people who live in them areas and what they got to deal with, why they carry themselves the way that they do, is impacted by their environment. And understanding that is say, hey, is the environment that we live in today, will it always be the same? Is there a possibility for changing for the best? Can our society have a golden age? Or did it pass the golden age? Or is we living in the golden age now? And what define the golden age? Is it the technology? Is it the way people make money?
The
That's
advance.
yes, the advancement. That's what these questions that I go out and see. And sometimes when I ask certain questions, it has some people who is founded on that notion. As if I go and say, hey, the culture you claiming, nothing might be wrong with the culture. I don't have nothing against the culture. I just said, hey, some of the information that you put in your presentation or the information you're trying to feed me, I cannot regurgitate it because the information is imbalanced. Some of the information got some information added to it, or the information how you present it to me is not pleasing. And I don't have no problem telling people these things like, no, that's not. It's one thing to have feelings and want to debate information, but it's another thing. What is the reality behind the map?
So you talk about information, right? Me and you were
Yeah,
talking earlier today, and I made a post earlier today about the war in Israel,
yeah,
and you were saying how you was you would have liked to have been on that show. Tell me some things about your take on what's going on over in the war in Israel today.
So, like me and my friend, we don't call it Palestine. We call it Philip, the Philistine. That's who the Palestinian is, and we dealing with Greek. We dealing with Greeks and Germans because people got to understand who settled Ukraine and when they settled. That's the war dealing with Ukraine. Why we have to know these things? Because during World War II, there was two types of Jews. I'm not saying Hebrew Israelites. I'm saying Jews. There was Ashkenazi Jews. No, yes, in German. That was the German Jews, and the German Jews they fought on the side of Germany because of they was fighting for their homeland. And then you had some Orthodox Jews that was coming out of Russia, coming out of Poland, coming out of the East, who infiltrated many lands and caused chaos. And these are the Jews that's in Israel today. That's why a lot of time you have Jews in America, Jews around the world do not support Zionism because that wasn't their doctrine. And Zionism is what's going on in Israel today, where you have United States back in Israel, you have India back in Israel, you have Russia back in Israel, everyone back Israel, and everybody else turn a blind eye on the the Philistines, the Palestinians, whatever you want to call it today, because they don't have a nation. When I say Philistine, because that's the territory Gaza Strip. People got to understand that everybody is mad because these people left. They left the Gaza Strip and attacked. But on the news, they put it to the point that only Israel only started attacking when they attacked by air, attacked by sea, attacked by land. No, people gotta realize it's been two years, going on 2 years with the protests, with the change of government. Going on 2 years that it been chaos and protest and destruction of people's house recently. Because that's when once Netanyahu became prime minister, it started becoming more chaotic. And these people had enough and came across the border and started taking over cities. The news will play its dirty part with the propaganda, which make these people out to villains.
But the news don't paint a good picture of Netanyahu. They paint a good picture of Israel. But it seemed like Netanyahu is one of those guys that that America don't like. She likes the Jewish propaganda and the Jewish agenda, but I don't think that somehow it seemed like the political leaders don't like Netanyahu too well.
See, that's reverse psychology. You feel how they playing? They playing a political game. The more United States make Netanyahu look bad, the more the Jewish people start looking at him as their savior. They don't like him in their country. But if the outside people dislike him, they gotta stand for unity. Like how when the attack occurred, Netanyahu called up all of Israel, all of the reserve. So once, see, everybody in Israel is military. Once you turn 18, you become part of the military. Once they call you from reserve duty, you lose all political power. You are military and you got to serve your government. No treason, no subordination, no talking to the press. Your support is for your leader and your president, your prime minister, your governor. They make him out to be the bad guy here, but in his country, that's make him look like the good guy. If they make him look like the good guy, it really show their hand here in America. It show their hand if they show Netanyahu in Israel always the good guy. Is gonna show America hand as America support a racist bias in a apartheid state. Israel want to run the Eritrean out. Israel want to run the Ethiopians out. Israel want to run the Palestinians out. Israel want to run the Christians out. They want it to be a Zion state. And where do these Zionists come from? They all come from Germany and Ukraine and Russia.
We got a couple Polish ones. Yeah,
Yes,
Europeans.
I I put Poland with Germany and Ukraine because Ukraine territory used to be part of Poland.
Pretty much. Yep. Yep. I can dig it.
Yeah. And and we gotta understand that the way that see when one is told history wrong, people who got this force-fed propaganda cannot prevent it from happening again. As to the point that World War II did not happen, did not occur the way that they portrayed to us. They make it seem like Mr. Hitler, Chancellor Hitler, the Führer, whatever people want to call him, was racist, did not like black people, hated all race but his own, that he used other race as slaves. That's far from the truth. United States, the country who helped form Israel, who give Israel all of their money for military purposes, technology purposes, everything. United States was the bad guy in World War II. United States was on the Allied side. Who was United States ally? We look at UK. UK colonized all the world. UK was the beginning of the sun and the ending of the sun. That's United Kingdom. French. French still have colonies in Africa. When people actually look up, they had Africans fighting with the Nazis.
Right.
You have Palestinians and Arabs fighting with the Nazis. You have Japanese fighting with the Nazis. If Hitler was that racist, how was he able to form a coalition of different nationalities behind the Nazi slogan. United States was the bad guy. People people don't understand that the bombs that Israel used to bomb Palestinians, like the, the Palestinians is militant who fighting to survive age-old conflict for their people. Hamas. It's just like Hamas is raising the knife and Israel is holding AK-47. It's no match. Should the Palestinians attack keep on going? Should we like, oh, just because they get outnumbered by Israel, they should just give up? They bad guys because they keep on attacking. What would you do if somebody keep on trying to get into your home, trying to destroy your home, take away your food, take away your water, control your surroundings, put a wall around your whole country, surveillance, helicopter flying over your land by people who not your people? You will want to fight back too. The United States give us the propaganda that Israel is our ally. If Israel is our ally, what you think, what type of country, what type of nation United States really is? I don't when I look at the woke community, when I look at the Black consciousness movement, I'm like, nobody in America is none of them things. None of them. Not Sarnetta, not JJ, not none of these clowns. Because they don't understand what none of these things mean. None of these African Americans are. I'm someone that hated because I'm someone who criticized my own community while criticizing everybody else. Then just criticizing everybody else's community, looking down on my community. I criticize my community and I criticize myself. If I do something wrong, I don't have no problem apologizing. So I feel like do unto others as you want to be treated. If I could apologize, you could sit there and apologize too. If I could sit there and say, hey, I need to change, I feel like, hey, I could tell everybody else they need to change also. Because we, as a collective unit, need to understand that Black consciousness movement is a political movement. It's not no spirituality. It's not creating these made up religion. Black consciousness movement is being aware of what your politicians are doing. I am fully aware that United States government is crooked. I love this land. I love my surroundings. But by loving my land and my surrounding, I know the misdeed, the bad conduct, my government, my tax paying money is created. I criticize my government and I criticize my people for voting for this buffoonery, not coming together collectively and taking our community. We are electing people who our same color, our skin. I'm gonna say like Chicago, doing all them killing going on in Chicago. We look on the news, it was a black woman in Chicago, the mayor. I bet you the police commissioner in Chicago was black also. They was Democrat, black Democrat. Deep. Oh, we need black politicians. You feel? What is the notion of black? I'm not black. I don't claim to be black. I'm not pro-black. I'm not pro-African. I'm pro-family. I'm pro-tribal. When we get back to understanding the basic of family, then we understand what a nation really are. That we are a people with moral value. Why live and have moral value by your mama, your grandma, say excuse me, sorry around them, but you can't say excuse me, sorry around your neighbor? I do that. I'm not perfect. I cuss. I fight. We all do that. We all go through our trials and tribulations. But we gotta be honest. We gotta be honest about it. When we see something wrong, we gotta speak on it. Because y'all can't be okay with some snitching and not okay with the real snitching. The real snitching is not talking to the police. The real snitching is telling us about ourselves, telling on ourselves, to ourselves. You see what I'm saying, brother? That if we know, like, you claiming to be something, you claiming to know something, is you acting upon it? If you acting upon it, that's your character. That's who you are. It's one way to study the Bible and say, hey, I know the Bible. Like me, I tell somebody, I am not a Hebrew Israelite. I'm not a Hebrew. I'm not a Christian. I'm not these things. But do I study the Bible? Do I follow the moral code? Yes. Do I know of God? Yes, I know of God. I don't believe in a God. I know of God. That's better than believing. Knowing is better than believing. I know God. Some people gonna like, this they gonna be giving me, they gonna hate me and like, how you know God? How you know God? What, you talk to him this way, you talk to him that way, you talk to him this way. See, that's your perception. That's what you believe that I know. And then that's where the disrespect of people's character and disrespect of people's religion comes. What you know of your God is what you know. What I know of God is what I know. I'm not trying to make people believe in my God, my culture. If I say, hey, here in America, by the judicial system, you are of your mother. And I say, hey, I was alive when my great grandma was alive. And that means I was alive when my grandma was alive. And my mother is alive. So I'm able to pull back history from slavery to actually see that what they labeled my grandma, how she looked, our culture, and to know my family. If I say, hey, I'm mixed with European, Native American, and African. So with these three DNA, I say I'm more connected to this land because this is the melting pot I was created in. I don't have no ties to Africa. Please don't hate me because I'm telling you my character. That's what why there's no unity, because it's okay to tell people who you are, but it's wrong trying to force people onto who you are. I don't want you to. I enjoy who you are. If you're a Muslim, you're a Muslim. You're a Christian, you're a Christian. But can we create a community? That means communicate for a purpose, for a plan. Don't just sit here and tell me, oh, the Nation of Islam is our best result. And I say, hey, where, what town, what city, Nation of Islam is over? What nation, no, what town, what city, what village incorporate the Nation of Islam so I could move there and become a productive citizen, that they could help me find a job, a home place. I don't want to just sit here and force feed them. I want to be productive. So if nobody outside of me could give me these things, that means I got to do it myself. And that is the connection I have with my God, that I know that I gotta walk this road by myself, but by knowing and conscious that I am not by myself. I'm not by myself. Everything around me is part of me, and I'm part of it. And by knowing that, there is a God. That's what I know. But I don't just to give people that detail, because like my YouTube channel, I know a lot of people who call themselves Naga, people Ratchet Craig, JJ, so many people is happy that my YouTube channel is down, is dead, is not coming back. Why? Because some of these YouTube channels, some of these YouTube pages, some of these jokes, woke joke, fake people been around in YouTube and Facebook since 2014, 2010. And their YouTube channel did not do nothing.
Uh-oh.
JJ Pay lost it because of female, gained it back, but female is over it. DMG still 900 and something, still haven't made it to 1,000. I passed Chris Harris. That was some of y'all saved. I passed some Mozzie Warrior, giving them their name out. My YouTube channel made it to 75.4K.
Wow. That's a lot.
With 30 something million views.
Wow. How old is the page?
The page was created in 2021.
Wow, that's a fairly new page to get in it.
You could say 2 years going on a full 3.
Yeah, that's good.
they did not believe me when I said, hey, I was a promoter. I was a music promoter. What I did not do it, I did not do the club promotion. I take people music, somebody give me their flyers, they give me their CDs. I didn't have no problem pushing stuff. I learned how to, hey, go into a store and say, hey, this artist music is selling for this. You could get this amount of cut off the music. It's best thing, boom, get them to promote it, to sell it, to go on the streets and say, here you go, this is sample, play the music, request it online. And I finally, hey, I, I, I got out of that and say, hey, let me mix my knowledge. My 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 beef is not religion.
Yeah.
That's not black the real black consciousness movement. It's not religion fighting religion, people beliefs fighting beliefs, because that become a war of ego. It's gonna always leave out of religion and start becoming personal. In every case, you might correct somebody on the Bible, say, hey, that's not what the Bible say right there. But they gonna go from there to personally trying to destroy you.
Yes, there is. That's right.
My beef when I came into the community, it was me against the government. That's what the movement was really for. To really be aware and be awakened of how the government is using things and using us to destroy ourselves. And some people took that opportunity to take that moment and say, hey, we're going to hijack that moment to start selling jewelry, getting these project women to spend their money, send their money to China to make these jewelries and make these things to become more materialistic. You want to now make material, then buying it, you can now make your own stuff. And if not everybody buy your stuff, you want to have nothing but junk in your house for all the failed projects you tried to do. I keep it real. Like, we got to better ourselves before we try to better others. And when we better ourselves, we got to understand what community really is. Who really your community? Just because someone black, brown, melanated, just like you, that don't mean they your community. Yeah, they
Teach.
might. What you say, my brother?
Teach.
Yeah, because some people who don't know that stuff. When they don't know that stuff, they fear, and when they fear things, they able to destroy things because it's pain. Pain leads to more pain because of the lack of understanding of what really caused that.
Yeah. So what do
And
you think? Well, how do you think? Do you think? What do you think about Russia, Ukraine, and America? Do you think that a war is going to is what's going on with Israel, China? Do you think a war is another big war is imminent for us?
yeah, it is because they wrote it down and they told us in our face. Um, During the beginning of the Black consciousness community, before this debate, when it started hitting Facebook online, before the people start want to do Egypt. See, Egypt is a fashion statement to the people. You feel? It's not that the Kemet studies and stuff. It's a fashion space. It's not really out there to really help people to grow. So with that, why I say that is that a lot of the knowledge that they picked up came from Madame Blavatsky.
Yes, preach, 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 preach,
So
preach.
so so when you dig into there, then you dig into people like Alex, Mr. Pitt, and so many of the others. And some of them in their books say that World War III will come about with Russia and China on one end and the West on the other. And during that time, Israel will make peace with its surroundings. So it's all playing part of a political instance because people gotta understand this. The Nazi Hitler, when you look up Hitler, Hitler told the Jews before when Hitler become enter into power, the world Jews had their own government, a government in exile, just like Iran. Iran got a government in exile. They're the Ayatollah, Khomeini, and stuff. They in Iran. They lead the country, but there's a government in exile. The Shah. America always ready to put the son of the Shah into that government. They always got a government in exile.
Yeah.
And the Jews, they had a government. That means all, and they still got it. All the Jews around the world was under one party. They get newspaper, they get information, they sign their allegiance to that Jewish government.
Yeah.
That Jewish government met in England and declared themselves like, hey, they had two choices. No, they had a few choices, but the two main choices was Uganda and Israel, which you Palestinian today, Philip, the Philistine. So they had these two choices, but they picked in the Turkish territory. They rather stay between the Turks to keep a division for the Turkish Empire. The main focus is they know that they do not want a Turkish, a Persian empire to renew. Uh, Having a Persian empire or a Turkish empire right there in the middle, that would threaten everything from the West. Having a united Middle East would destroy everything that they stand for. Because why? If Turkish start taking over, I say all of their old territory, they will not need NATO no more. NATO will become their biggest enemy, even while they their friends, because Turkish will have the power over the Red Sea, right there, Egypt, and they will have power over the Black Sea, controlling Russia good to the rest of the world, to Western Europe. They will control the spice market for stopping spice and oil from coming across the Red Sea. So they need division in the Middle East. And putting Israel there is the biggest racist nation there is to do America in a German bidding. The
Uh-huh. 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 I did a little show earlier, and I was talking about the Gutians. You know what I'm saying? Going way, way
Yeah,
back as the ancestors of these Germans. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
And there's a correlation in what you're saying and what I'm saying. I'm glad to have you here, brother. Let me fall back and let you go ahead and keep your spill.
yeah. So you gotta understand that these people, a lot of people believe like the these Israelite people. No, I won't say Israelite. I'm gonna say Israeli because they don't call themselves Israelite. They are Israeli. You never hear from anybody else except for them people right there, the Israeli. And these Israeli, they are a mixed people of Turks and Germanic and Slavic people.
Yep, yep. I was talking about that earlier. Yep. Sure.
And with that, they
It's
pick.
funny. It's just funny how you can come to the same conclusion. Me and you never had this conversation before, you know, and it's funny how many of your conclusions, you know, is the same as mine. And I never taught you, you never taught me. You know what I'm saying? We arrived at that same point.
Yeah. Yes, we like the main key people gotta understand is this is where the world order fits in. If you have on one side, you have a Christian world, and then you have on another side, you have a Muslim world, and you have on one side, you have a Buddhist world or a Hindu world. You look to who have that who will benefit from having these people divided, but also working together. The so-called Jewish people, the merchant, the people who control the merchant, the people
But
who
they
because
would
if
they
oh
would
I'm
try,
sorry.
they would try to make it like these people was fighting over land. You know, that's the first thing that come to the African American man, the guy who, you know, the people who don't do no research, who don't study history deeply. You know, the first thing, you know, to come to our minds, oh, they fighting over land. You know, but whose land? Because it don't belong to neither one of them. You know,
No, it's the fighting over the mind. It's the fighting over the minds for if you pick if you pick Israel the nation, that means you it's in your mind that you believe that they are right.
right?
And you believe that America have should give them money and should use to destroy whoever. And with that is also understand with them that people gotta understand that conflict, controversy sells. Ill if I'm selling cinnamon, I go to India and I put a factory up in India, and the factory is only a warehouse. So I put this warehouse in India, and I know that boats only come certain times. Got to make this long journey, so I put number cinnamon in the warehouse, and then when the boat come, I load it. But I can't let the people see me loading the cinnamon and putting in this boat and shipping it away because it's gonna be higher for me to buy this because people going to like supply and demand. Like they got a lot of this supplies and they shipping it off. So they look so most of our cinnamon going away to some other people, and these other people could really want this. So we can really sell this to them and make money. But they look at it like, hey, we want to get the product at a cheaper price and we'll sell it at a higher price. So if we could play brokers on both sides, say, hey, we create AK-47 and my brother over there or my cousins over there, they create M16. But both of our monies go to our grandfather. See what I'm saying? That means two cousins working together to destroy, divide, and conquer your nation for their family benefit.
Oh
That's,
yeah.
and
Oh
that's
yeah.
how it is all around the world.
Yeah, I was telling the brother the other day that yesterday, just last night, that at the end of the day it's still nothing but a fight for white supremacy.
Yes, yes, that's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. When you can see the wars getting fought, the modern day the modern day war. It's not getting fought over good or evil. It's not good or evil war. It's not we can't look at it as that. We could just look at it as just the whole picture is just evil. The whole picture is just evil. Not, oh, is the war good and evil? The whole system is evil. But looking at the war itself, what it really is like, hey, somebody about to get bigger paycheck. It's a way to keep the economy up. America is falling. The only way to keep a falling empire up is to cause war. Because from war, you need to print money. The soldiers need food to get shipped on the front line. That create jobs. So you gotta have money to put inside the bank. So when someone come and the government say, hey, we paying you this amount of money, and we put this money inside an account from this businessman. I'm gonna say I create, I'm a cow herder. America Corporation as the United States government buy 15 cows from me every year. I'm gonna just make up a number, 15, to make it simple. They buy 15 cows from me every year. They not giving me gold. They not giving me chicken. They not giving me materials to buy my house. They giving me greenback. If greenback is worthless, it is not worth anything. The paper it printed on is worth more than what it really worth. But by me going to the bank and say, hey, I got this dollar, America just printed out this dollar. We're going through recession, but America printed this dollar, and then the bank say, hey, we accept that. If the stores say they accept that, they accept that. So United States need, if United States not at war, that means soldiers is sitting on the military base, training, doing nothing. That's a waste of money. They in debt now. They need to create money. Some people need to die. So insurance policies could go out to recycle the money. Food need to be made, armory, shells, weapons, everything need to be made. So we dealing with a society of material value, killing each other for material. But is my main key is looking at all the politics around the world. It's a system. It been going on before we was born, and they're going to be here when we leave. What is our objective? What should we fight for? What is our main key? If God says the children, what children? What children can we reach? Our family. Family means servant. The last ones will be first, and the first shall be last. What does that mean? That means if I'm the leader and I serve as a leader, I gotta serve the people I'm leading. I gotta lead them somewhere. That means I'm serving them and bringing them to the direction that they need to be in. So that means I'm serving them. And then they serve me by not making it complicated for one, but they serve themselves by following the direction, and then it brings benefit. We gotta, if you serve people with good attention, even when someone serves you back with wrong attention, you know that at the end of the day, you can let something go without regret. Like, hey, I gotta brush my hands with you. I know that I done my best, but I can't deal with it no more. So I'm gonna brush my sandals, I'm gonna brush my garments off, brush my hand, and move on. That's how I deal with people. Like when I was with this group, Naga, I was like, hey, I built this YouTube channel for you. We just can't deal with people who don't have morals. But it's like, no, 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 we need this person to promote us, to put us out there. Nothing grew from them. They didn't grow. They didn't create nothing. Even right now, when I lost the YouTube channel, if I come back, if I go and create another YouTube channel, I I'm about to move away from Maryland. I started my YouTube channel in Maryland. I'm from Louisiana. I leave Maryland, go to California, and start a whole new YouTube channel. I will pass all the people who hate me, who doubt me, try to destroy me. Why? Because I am not doing it for me. I'm not doing it for me. I have more people who claim to be Hebrew, more people who claim to be Hebrews who work with me. I got Israel doctrine. I shoot him out. I don't care if people hate him. That's y'all business. He respect me. I got a friend named Jamal Smith. He respect me because I respect him. I say the moral. I work with atheists, Ratchet Craig. It's not the information that was the problem that made me kick them out the channel. It's the moral. If people don't like my information, you don't have to mess with me. But you don't have to try to destroy me because you don't like the information that I'm pushing. Like you, if I disagree with something, I'm gonna be honest right now. If I disagree with something of yours, I ask you a question, or I tell you I disagree with that. I feel like it's something else. You could take it as me coming at you, trying to destroy you or something. But I'm gonna tell you out my heart, I'm not trying to destroy your personality, your religion, your faith, or make it seem like you retarded. I'm just saying, hey, I don't agree with it, or we can look at it. Let's look at it in different perspectives. That's me. I'm gonna tell you, can we look at things in different perspectives? Because that's part of being a community, actually communicate on our viewpoint of the different ways of viewing. That's that's what I try to put. Hey, there's different ways of viewing things for one, and then there's the fact of the case of all case of all life. There's different case. There's different facts on it. I just want to thank you for allowing me to come on here.
Oh yeah, glad to have you, Doc.
Yeah, yeah,
But I know we just at the hour mark. I don't want to run over too much.
yeah, yeah.
I need to save some time because I haven't gotten the whole monthly prescription. What for some crazy reason, none of my credit cards they won't take them. But I have to probably go to the bank and open up a whole nother account just so I can get a credit card, a good credit card. You pay them. And that way I can have full service. But
Or
until
StreamYard.
yeah,
So this the deal. Most likely, I think I paid this month. I don't, and I don't have my YouTube channel no more. We could talk. I say if you want to do it today, we can, but it got to be at least 2 hours from now or 3 hours. I give you access to my streaming service where you could put your pictures. You could go in there and use my service.
oh, awesome, awesome, awesome.
And,
If
and
there's a way, if there's a way, maybe well we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. But eventually, I'm going to end up having to figure out what kind of do you use a bank card or do you use a debit card? How do you pay your stream card?
I use my bank card to do
A
it,
bank.
but I'm getting a phone call, so I'm gonna mute real quick. Can you just
Okay, and we let's go ahead on and just call it a show.
okay?
Call me back a little later. Hey, y'all, we finna go ahead and mute on out because we done did an hour. We want to have a
Yeah,
nice hour show. A little later on, me and the brothers gonna get together, and then we'll be able to have unlimited streaming. At least for the rest of the month or so.
yeah.
So, so audience, listener audience, give a nice thank you to Brother Henry Williams. See how he just came over here and blessed us with some knowledge and blessed us with some continuance. They see how the Lord works. Yeah, so yeah, I thank you. Go ahead and close us out, Henry, and we're gonna get on out of here. Oh, okay. Oh, he on the phone.
So yes, I just got off. It just still business. So yeah,
Yeah, I was
see,
saying go and close us on.
this the main key. I'm gonna just put out this. This the main. All through my experience, I never had a problem helping, even when I really don't have money. When I'm homeless, going through things, if I got it and I can help others, that would make me happy. So I don't have no problem using my streaming service where I paid it. So why put it to waste. Say, oh, I don't deal with people. I don't want to deal with people. Just let it cut out. No, hey, I got it. My money. I don't want to waste it. Let if somebody want like, hey, I want to become a team member of yours. Team member, blah, 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 be hit too.
Yeah. And you can use that, and since your channel's down, if you need to use it, you can go ahead and just get some you can still keep going, keep
Yeah,
everything going over here. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. We want to work on it.
Yeah. But go ahead and close us out, man, so we can go ahead on and I got some things I need to do. I'm still at work. Fortunate for me, I'm able to do this at work.
I want to thank you. I want to thank everybody for coming through today. Thank y'all for giving me, thank the host for giving me the opportunity to come and visit the channel. And I'm here to tell y'all we will. I myself will make sure that I don't stop coming on the channel. Y'all can get more of me in due time, and we're gonna grow. We're gonna drop Bible knowledge, history, um, society, world geography. Just tune in.
Yeah.
Tune in and get the information because no matter where I'm at, no matter where you at, no matter what's going on in this world, we should never end the work of service.
Yes.
Thank
Yes. And that being stated, this is Yasha Ben Israel closing out. Thank you, Brother Henry Williams. He will be back over here soon. We're going to make him a regular over here. Henry got a lot of good information over there. But that being that, we're going to end up out of here. Love y'all. Peace. Give me a holler, Henry.
you. Okay.